Oh, you're home. I'm really glad to see you again. Is it okay if I talk to you about something a bit serious? I don't know if something's wrong, actually. I was hoping maybe you'd be able to tell me once I tell you what I'm about to say. Yeah, it's a bit confusing. You see, while you were away, I decided to take a nap. Since you usually stay up a bit late to complete schoolwork and whatnot, I thought that maybe I should try to stay up late so I could help you. And I knew that the only way I'd be able to do that was to take a nap during the day, so naturally that's what I did. And while I was taking my nap, I had this strange dream, but it didn't feel like a dream. It felt like... You're gonna think that I'm losing my mind, but it felt more like a memory. A memory that I had no idea I had, or that I had any idea how I experienced, but a memory nonetheless. Yeah, I can tell you a bit about it. Do you remember how the first night that we met, I told you about two people named Aaron and Mikasa? Yes, you asked me who they were, and I didn't know. I saw them in my dream, or memory, or whatever it was. I saw them, and they were smiling at me. We were children, and I think that we were racing or playing tag or some kind of game, because we were all laughing and we were running to a tree on top of a hill. I was dead last, but we were all having so much fun I didn't even care. And when we got to the tree, we all sat down underneath it and we read a book about what we called the outside world. And in the distance there were these giant walls. I could barely see the sunset because of how tall they were. It was like if I stood on the floor of your room and tried to look out the window. That's how tall the walls were. And I didn't even question why they were there. I knew exactly why they were there. They were to keep these giant creatures called Titans away from us. And I think that I wasn't what I am now. In my dream, I was a human, like you. And these giant creatures, these Titans, they ate us. They ate humans. And that's why the walls were there. Not so they wouldn't destroy everything, but so they wouldn't kill and eat us. But for some reason, we just accepted that that was normal. We accepted it, and for some reason, the outside world was was something we weren't allowed to talk about or even read about. We all promised to keep the book about the outside world a secret. And as we were reading, we got to a chapter about the ocean, and I started telling them all these things that I know because of you. And they looked at me like I had 4 arms and 6 eyes. They looked at me like I was some kind of monster for knowing all of this, because it wasn't in the book. And they asked me how I knew, and before I could answer, I woke up. I don't understand why they looked at me like that. I don't understand why I dreamed or remembered that moment, but I know that it's never happened. Ever since I was born, I have never had any experiences like that. Sure, I might have had dreams that were similar to that, and I think that's why I mentioned their names to you. But I've never met them. Never, not once. And I have never, ever been told that I wasn't allowed to know about the world outside of the buildings we used to live in. I don't understand what's going on with me. I really don't. Do you have any idea what's going on with me? You don't? Well, that's okay. I shouldn't have expected you to have any idea what was going on. After all, this is just so strange and so bizarre. Honestly, I'd be surprised if anyone knew about this, if anyone could explain what was going on with me. But I guess it was just a very realistic dream. You get those too, right? Yeah, where in the dream you almost think, I know I'm not dreaming, this is real life. But then when you wake up, you wonder how you could have possibly thought that was real. I guess maybe it's just something like that. Either way, I don't have many dreams like that, and it wasn't bad exactly, so I guess there's no point in acting like it's an issue, right? It wasn't a nightmare, it doesn't happen often, so why be bothered by it? Exactly, I am trying to be a bit more positive now that I'm able to talk to you. Why? Well, being around you, it makes me so happy, and I just want to be able to enjoy that. Because it has been so long since I've been able to just be happy and to enjoy being happy. I don't want anything to ruin it. Not any issues that I'm dealing with, not any memories or any strange dreams. I want to enjoy being able to talk to you and spend time with you. Is that strange? You don't think it is? Well, I'm glad about that. Oh? You have some good news to share? What is it? Yes, I do remember the test you said you were studying for last night. How did you do on it? You think it went pretty well? Really? The grades have been released already? Well, what did you get? How did you do? You haven't checked yet? Well, come over here, let's see together. Oh, don't say that. I'm sure you did a wonderful job. Come on, let's just see. Hey, I know you. When you put your mind to something, there's no stopping you. You put all of your time and effort into studying for this test. And even if you didn't do as well as you would have hoped, you did your best. And that is more important than the grade you got, okay? Always remember that. Now, come on. Let's see how you did. What does 4 mean? You're smiling. Is that a good thing? A 4 means an A? But isn't A the first letter of the human alphabet? Wouldn't a 1 mean an A? Well, okay, I guess that does make sense since 4 is a higher number, but either way, that's a bit of a confusing system. Is an A a good thing? It is? It's the highest grade you can get without getting bonus? That is amazing! I am so proud of you! Yes, of course you can pick me up for a hug. If I could wrap my arms all around you, I would. You know that, right? Good, good. You think that we should celebrate? Okay, what do you want to do? Do you want to watch some moving pictures on your computer, or... You think we've earned a treat? What kind of treat? Can you repeat that word again? No, I don't know what that is. Can you explain it to me? Oh, okay. You think it would be better if you showed me? All right, well, I guess I look forward to seeing what this ice cream thing is. Is it a food? I thought so. It sounds delicious, but I've never seen it. Why is that? It can only be kept in a freezer? What's that? That's what the top door on those big metal machines goes to? I always wondered what was hidden in there. I never got a chance to see because, 1, I'm too small to open the door, and 2, it's too cold to risk getting trapped in there. I've always wondered what kind of foods were stored in there and what they taste like. Yeah, if I could have a small bowl of the ice cream, I think that would be a really great way to celebrate all your hard work. Okay, I'll wait for you while you go and get it. I really am proud of you. I hope you know that. Prouder than words could ever describe.